Arr. Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with your sensei, Al Bob. Your griot here to tell you a story. And I'm here at one of my eateries, my hangout spots, and it has pretty good Wi Fi. That's where I pick them. And I said I'd touch base with you guys, so here I am. And I'm waiting for my friend. He's, you know, my luncheon buddy. And thanks for a thumbs up. And and thanks for all that you do for me. I can, I have all of $47 in my bank account, and that's all from the PayPal, not all. All, $40 of it is from you guys in the PayPal. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And can always use a little more. This is like, what, the seventh day of the month, and I only have $47 in my bank account. So and gas is ridiculous. I just put like in, I spent 25 bucks on less than 5 gallons. And what's really interesting, I remember, not too long ago, a year or two or three ago, when we had that little hiccup, when the major East Coast pipeline was hacked, and for like 2 or 3 days, right here we had no gas, period. Right? And then when they did, it was $7 a gallon, right? But and the world, it had been hovering, because of back in 2020, or January, February, March, gasoline was like $10 a barrel. $10 a barrel. I mean, it was so cheap that no one was, pumping it out of the ground. You know? And but they were, and they were storing it on tankers, and they were all over the planet. And there were a number of really bad oil spills, but we didn't hear too much about it. And we don't hear too much about really anything that has, So, I mean, I've been watching food processors for the last 2 years have explosions and fires and, and all kinds of things, and same thing with oil refineries, right? So one of the reasons why our oil is so expensive is that our oil refining capability has been, cut by about 18%, give or take, right? And it's not so much Russia and the Ukraine and blah blah blah. No, it is um, these things that have slowly been occurring, you know, and how the unipolar power structure changes things doesn't do it like, you know, you were not like China does. We're going to lock down a city of 25 million people like in 3 minutes. Okay, you can't go out of your house. Sorry you didn't do any shopping. Sorry you're going to starve to death. Sorry, all the above. And but they are, and the unipolar world is the whole world. There is no conflict. It's not China against the U.S. or Russia against U.S. No, it's these are all of these entities that are states. They are not real. They're like more like theater props. And like I said, we have a unipolar world. So that's where it's at, and what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do? We have to be conscious aware of what's going on, and you're not conscious aware of what's going on by you know watching the news. You're just getting siloed. Conscious aware is when you look at everything and you open your heart, and you don't. I mean, why is Joe Rogan so popular? Because he is watched by all of the networks and all of the other cable things. He's watched by more people than all of those guys put together. His 3 hour show gets more eyes and time than. Is that your grandpa? Yeah. She's the adventurous one. Yeah, she's gonna go under there. Uh, anyway, so it's up to you. You have to be consciously aware, and not be stuck. You know, and that's kind of how it is. Let's see who is there. Um, get my. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I lose things all the time. What can I say? Huh. Hmm. What can I say? Nope, not wearing it on my head. Mm-hmm. Huh. Like a barrel full of monkeys. Ah. Ah. Yep. Okay. So it's January. Uh, yeah. your Ice Cube. Enjoy it while you can. That's a good metaphor for life, an ice cube. Yeah, but that's the beauty of kids is because they do change all the time. We get stuck. They don't. Oh, told you a secret. Yeah. You know you're going blind when you need this to read. What happened? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Oh, let's see. What time is it? So, where was I? Before we got distracted. Um, Again, yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland. We are Sensei Alba, and anyone wants to get something to my PayPal, that's the due to wait 42 at Gmail. Whoops, where's my mic? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is this better? Yes. I'm wearing it as an earring. It's a fashion statement, a microphone. So, go to PayPal, and they'll say who, and you say the due to wait 42 at Gmail. Right? And thank you for everyone who has put something in there in the last couple of weeks. And it's the beginning of the month, and I don't, 47 bucks in the bank account, and so you may not see me as much because gas is. So yeah, I was just saying, why gas is going up is that we are about to experience a real change. And as I was saying this morning, things are so weird, but they're not. You put it in context to what's been going on for the last 1,000 years. It's the same old same, right? So, but what would be even more wow, right? More than anything that's happened in the last, let's say, 20 years, right? It's 9/11, right? And I was describing the UN and how they have it all set up for the flying saucer to land. And like I said, the General Assembly building looks like a flying saucer. It's this kind of dome-shaped thing that goes into the ground. So it's, and I don't know if any of you guys saw the 1950s version of The Day the Earth Stood Still. That's basically what's kind of happening. Something's going to occur that's going to make everything stop. And stop more than JFK getting cracked. Stop more than 9/11. And these guys are going to show up, and they're, I don't know if you ever saw the Twilight Zone where, the Canadians land at the UN, and the guy who used to play Lurch is the guy. He's like a big tall guy with a big head, and he kind of speaks telepathically, and they have to do a machine that speaks every language, and he addresses the UN saying, "Hey, we're here to help. We have this big. They give him. We got this present, this big book, and he gives it to them, and the title is To Serve Man, right? And then the rest is in the Kanaman language, and you can't figure it out. So anyway, so the Kanaman's great. They stop war, they stop famine, stop disease. Everyone's happy. Everything's doing great, and they free energy and get rid of environmental problems, and everything is just hunky dory, right? Heaven on earth. And so everything's going along, and the Kanaman's, they don't. There are a few of them there at the UN and at different capitals, and they have diplomatic relations. And as things go by, they open up the universe to us. They don't give us faster than light travel, but they take us places, right? And they involve us in a federation of sorts, and everyone's just loving it, and everyone takes a vacation to the Canaan's planet. It's like a mix of Hawaii and Disneyland, right? And people go and they send back pictures and postcards and it's really so wonderful. I'm going to stay. I'm going to retire here. I'm not coming back. You know? So that goes on, and there's this character that we follow, and he is the guy who breaks code. So he's a linguist, and he's trying to break the code of the Canamids, and he says we can't trust him. We can't trust him. This can't trust him. And so years go by, and he's the last person who's going. We can't trust him, and everyone's trusting him and going on vacation, and the world's great. And anyway, he finally breaks down. He hasn't taken a vacation, doesn't have a girlfriend, and so he decides, okay, I'm just going to go to see what their place is like and hang out there. So he goes there, and as he's going up the ramp, the his secretary comes, Bob, Bob, look at this here man, it's a cookbook, you know. And so I mean, look at cows. They got a great life. We take care of them. They don't do it. They have to work. They go out in the field, eat grass. There's all this great stuff back in the barn waiting for them. But one day they get on the truck. They go, do. Oh, look, there's some food. Bang! Rod goes through their head, and they're a hamburger. Right. So that's kind of where we're at. So, uh, so again, conscious awareness. I am. Conscious intent. I am. What's going on is what we have to look out for, and it's always right in our face, and it's always getting in our grill. But if we are conscious aware, we let it go. So, so that's the story. I don't know what more I have to say from what I've just said and what I said this morning. Um, any questions, Jane? You got something to add that you Yep. So anyway, so um, uh, so anyway, uh, I don't know what else to say, but that's about all I got to say. So hope you're well. Again, anybody wants to send something to my PayPal, that's fortitudeawake42 at Gmail. And anybody want to get a hold of me, that's fortitudeawake42 at Gmail. Anybody wants to send me a photo of their hand, from about here to the tip and this side from there to there, I'll give you a nice reading of what I see in your palm. And so I think that's about it. I'm just going to meander through the internet and see what's there. So you stay well. Be good. And so, Jane, is the microphone working? Can you hear me well? Can you hear me now? You still hear me? Can I put the microphone down here and you still hear me? Anyway. So, talk to you later. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.